This is session number 17, the second part of desktop publishing. Here we have a high-res spectrum, or a chemical state spectrum. This is a native oxide of silicon. We have elemental silicon here, these two peaks, 2p3, 2p1. This is the Si2O species. If SiO was there, it'd be here, and this is Si2O3, and this is SiO2. What we're going to show you now are some other capabilities that might be useful to you when you want to publish. We can change the font size. Okay, we can change the font type. Go to narrow bold, much larger fonts, bold italic, book antiquita, any and all the fonts that you have in your system. Let's see, some people like Comic Sans. Say okay, now it's all Comic Sans. And we can, no, go back to publish. We can change the font color, that's the fonts. We can also change the peak lines and the peak areas. We can change each of the peak lines in the peak fit. We can change the dotted, dash, dash dot dot, and then we'll apply that, and you can see what results from that. You can see the dashes and the dot dot system that was chosen. We can also change the spectrum line colors, or this is just the main spectrum line. So we select that. We'll change it to say orange for the moment and say accept. So now the spectrum line changes to orange, if that helps you. And one more capability that's nice to have. All right. We can change to have the peak areas filled with colors. Right now there's no fill, as you can see. We chose the hash brush, so apply that, and now you can see the results of using hash type of peak fill. If you prefer to have solid brush, choose solid brush, select, and now you can see the results of solid brush. Might help you with your publishing or your presentations. Here's another way we control the fonts. We set them by default. We're going to go back to the default Arial, and we're just going to have regular, and we'll go back for a size of 9. All right, apply that. Say OK. Now everything's back to its original size. If you want, you can apply this quick and dirty change of 2 different font sizes. Well, currently they're identical, sorry. So, but you could use this by setting up 2 different font sizes. That's available here. Oops, not there, sorry. Let's go here, it'll be more clear. Okay, fonts 1 and font 2. Those are your 2 default font sizes. Okay. Page margins, you can set page margins here. If you want to adjust the printer layout, portrait or landscape. Here under display, again, this is part of the publishing capabilities. You can change the scale, you can control the scaling. You can control the Y scale if you want to use exponent. You can have a grid. For example, there's a grid. You can use a logarithmic scale. Okay. Apply an exponent system, or you can just leave it as fixed. That was changed over here. I think that's pretty much it as far as desktop publishing capabilities go. Yes, so we'll stop it there. Thank you very much.